Wapa! What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom. Today I'm showing you a dynamic effort upper body workout. Little bit of a break from the typical programming just because I'm switching over exercises, switching rep ranges. So I have a different plan for where I'm going to get my conditioning portion from in this workout, and you'll see that later on. But I started off with 45 pounds attached to me, sets of 3 to 5 on pull-ups, and I made sure to do the narrowest neutral grip I could do. This hits lats a little bit better, and it hits core a lot more in my honest opinion, but that's a story for another day. Then instead of doing the time blocked for bench, I did 2 high rep sets, 15 apiece, of these. I want to say, what's that, like a 60-degree incline type of thing, off pin presses, and the bar is about 1, maybe 2 inches away off my chest. This was good for the delts just because of the higher incline and the flare back towards my face. I did a close grip, so it's going to hit my triceps a lot more. And what I like about this is, sure, the time under tension is high because you're doing it for higher reps, but because of the dead stop, you're able to kind of gather yourself and give one explosive push, as opposed to having to use rebound effect out of the bottom, as if I was doing these with no pins. So it makes it easier in that regard, but to kind of have to get 100% of your power back for each rep just to get the bar to move smoothly off the pins, that's what makes it difficult in that regard. So there's the good and the bad. Like I said, 2 sets of 15 reps. Then I wanted to do some shoulder work, 2 sets of seated Z presses. I believe, yeah, that's the 63-pound kettlebell. This is really good for, I like to call it pure upper body pressing, because you can barely cheat. There's no rebound. I like to pause these slightly at the bottom. It's a great exercise if you're struggling to get upper body strength, whether it's flat or vertical. This will cover both. Then 2 sets of standing kettlebell presses. I made the bell a little bit harder just because I don't have the instability of having my legs straight out on the floor. It's completely optional. You don't have to do a bunch of different presses. It's just variation. Some you're going to do more weight on, some you're going to do less. You play around with them for what you need in that individual workout or workouts. Then I wanted to get some more back work in. So I don't even count when I do sleds. I just kind of see how many minutes I'm doing them for. And on average, from the beginning of my basement to the end is about 20 reps. So however many times I go back and forth, I'll just multiply that by 20. I might be off a rep or 2 or even 5 reps, but whatever. It's more about the feeling and how I feel while I'm doing these. I see a lot of people doing sled rows with a weight that, I don't know, it's just too light. I'm going to say it. If there's no point doing mindless amount of reps of an exercise, especially when it's for your back. If you're just doing a row where you get to do like a standard row and you're doing a lightweight for a high amount of reps, I don't think that's going to accomplish much. If you're rowing them in a different fashion, you're rowing to a different part of your body than you might not normally, or you're externally rotating your shoulders or just doing something different, then you're going to have to use lightweight. But if you're doing standard rows, you're going to have to load up the weight. Then here's where like my classical conditioning portion is. I did 5 snatches each arm, and then I rested as little as I could, and I did 2 sandbag shoulderings to each shoulder before resting for a bit and then repeating that exact thing. So instead of doing the clusters with the bench and the pull-ups, I just decided to move those clusters, do that with a little bit more strength and hypertrophy, and then move my conditioning portion slightly later in the workout to where I'm doing these snatches and sandbag to the shoulder. Sure, someone might say this seems like it's a little bit more lower body focused, but it incorporates a crap ton of upper body muscle, and that's why I have no problem putting these exercises on upper body day. You get your traps, your delts, your lats are involved during dumbbell snatches. Your biceps are involved here during the sandbag shoulderings. Upper back definitely involved. Sure, you get a little bit of leg drive, but it's not to the point where the legs are going to be the limiting factor and it's going to make you sore for your next leg workout or lower body workout, whatever you want to call it. That's why I have no problem putting those on this day. Then you got 4 sets of 25 of these band pushdowns. Now, it looks like I'm flying through these like butter, but trust me, the tension is so much at the bottom that these are not easy by any sense of the word. So if you're tired of using cables, double up, keyword is double up, a band like that, and just see how it feels for yourself, let's say. Then I wanted to start doing heavier neck work, not every workout, but every once in a while. So here I'm using my strong neck to load up 2 45-pound plates, and I enjoyed it. It was lighter than I thought. Challenging, but not too challenging. Here's the breakdown of the workout, and last but not least, don't forget to have yourself a great day.